Welcome to the preliminary payable 2022 tax levy and 2022 general fund budget. So the proposed total tax levy for the city is a little over $5 million, which is an increase of $310,000 or 6.43% over 21. The preliminary levy is the maximum levy amount for the year. Council cannot raise the levy once the preliminary is set for the next tax year's payables. The components of the tax levy are as follows. The general levy is $3,638,582, which shows an increase of $125,653 and represents 71% of the total tax levy. This levy is the revenues needed to balance the general fund budget. The general fund budget are the expenditures associated with the services provided to the community. The debt levy is $1.3 million and is used to pay the yearly debt payments for the city and represents 26% of the total levy. The city cannot pay off debt any sooner than what is outlined in the bond documents. The city can, though, use excess cash to make the yearly debt payments in lieu of increasing the debt service levy. The Big Lake Economic Development Levy are the funds used for economic development within the city. In 2019, the city increased this levy to pay for 50% of the executive director's salary, and this levy is $130,000. The city tax rate for 22 is projected to decrease by 0.78 to a 48.99. It is the city's tax rate that is used to calculate what each individual property will pay in city property taxes. Preliminary property values show an increase of 7%. With the city tax rate of 48.99 and an estimated 7% increase in property values, residents would see an increase to the city portion only of their property taxes anywhere from $3 to $7 per month, depending on the value of the property. If the property values did not increase, then the city's portion of the property taxes would remain flat or a slight reduction. Looking at the 2022 balanced general fund preliminary budget, we're at $5.7 million, which is a 1.92 increase over the 21 adopted budget. The majority of the increase in all departments is related to personnel, with step increases and a 3.2% market rate increase to the city's pay plan. There's also a 6% increase in health insurance premium and a 32% increase in workers' compensation for the police department. The 22 proposed budgets also includes increases in maintenance of equipment and building. Reviewing the proposed revenues, you will see that 61% of the revenues needed to balance the budget is from the collection of property taxes, with 8% from the $450,000 transfer from the liquor store. This transfer helps lower the general funds needed to be raised via property tax in order to balance the budget. A great reason as to why it's important to shop local, as the profits from the liquor store are poured back into the community through the services provided by the city. So reviewing the proposed expenditures, you will see that 64% of the expenditures are allocated to personnel. This is expected considering the main objective of the city is to provide services for those in the city. If we review the proposed expenditures, you will see that 48% of the expenditures are allocated to public safety, which includes our police, our fire, and our building department. One of the reasons why Big Lake is such a safe and great community. 16% is allocated to the Public Works Department, which maintains the infrastructure of the city. 12% is allocated to culture. This includes Parks Department and the library, which helps promote the quality of life. So final recap, the total preliminary levy is $5,134,729 with the preliminary tax rate of 48.99, which is a decrease of 0.78 over 21. The preliminary general fund budget is $5,723,889, which is an increase of $107,000 or over 21. The cost to provide city services per day is $1.36, and this is based on the estimated population of 11,551. And then just a reminder, the preliminary levy can be reduced but not increased prior to the final levy certification, which occurs in December. Please feel free to contact myself. My name is Deb if you have any questions. Thank you.